Hey guys, Joe from the Crazy New York Driver Show. Today is Friday, January 4th, 2013. First eBay video of the year. Okay? So, let's start it out with an interesting subject. I know, eBay. As you may remember, in 2012, I was big about talking about deadbeat bidders on eBay. Now, I'm still going to be big on that. But what I want to accentuate in the year 2013 are scammers. And I'm going to help eBay, and I hope you will too, get rid of these vermin. Now, scammers can come in the form of scammer buyers or scammer sellers. Scammers can be either one. And we're going to examine both of them. And, you know, there are your real hardcore scammers, and then you got your smaller ham and egg scammers who will scam on only a few items. A good example, if I may, of a ham and egg scammer would be somebody who, this used to be very prevalent in the early days of PayPal. Somebody would buy your item and somehow manage to get his money back without returning the item. Therefore, you lost the money and your item. Alright? That's a scam. Now, that was a problem in the early days of PayPal, but PayPal has improved and they, do require the item back. I noticed, though, this is still going on to an extent, and we need to talk about this. Now, on last week's video, somebody wrote in a comment. He was a YouTuber by the name of Duckhead Do. And he basically said that's what happened to him. He said that PayPal, what happened was a guy bid on his item, won it, paid, and did not open a dispute with PayPal. Rather, he opened it with his credit card company. Okay, so the credit card company was the one that actually seized the money back. And PayPal was basically working as an intermediary trying to help out the seller in this case, okay? Which is fine, but the guy still lost his item and money. I can't get really any deeper into this because nothing's been provided to me. I don't know if it was on eBay, what the item number was, what the scammer's ID was. That's something I need. When you guys email me with a problem, and I had a bunch of you since last week, way more than normal, I need you to substantiate who you are so I know it's legit. I need the eBay item number, your ID, and the person you're reporting. I need their ID. Otherwise, I ain't going public with it. Alright? You know who I am, and I have to know who you are to make sure that it's a legit case and not a case of somebody trying to hurt his competitor. Alright? Now, another type of scammer is very common. It's called feedback extortion. A guy gets an item, let's say he paid $100 for it, and he says, I want $50 back or I'm going to leave you negative feedback. Now that's feedback extortion. If he does it through the eBay contact system, you can of course get that feedback removed. But I had one of you PM me the other day and you told me that the guy actually called you on the phone. And I'm wondering how he got your number. Because I too have had a few people call me on the phone and contact me through email as opposed to eBay. And anytime they do that, I say, shut it down right now. I am not allowed to discuss the matter outside of eBay. You must contact me through eBay and I'll be more than happy to work with you. Guys, use the eBay contact system. It's going to help you out. Another problem are these buyers that demand you pay return shipping. That's wrong. You don't have to do that, and eBay says you don't have to do it. If they demand return shipping and then neg you, you might be able to get it removed if you have an amenable customer service representative. Now, as far as eBay customer service reps go, there are two kinds. The kinds that work out of Utah that are the nicest people you'd ever want to meet. They will listen to you, they'll listen to your problem, and if they can help you, they usually will. I love eBay customer service reps in Utah. Conversely, if they route you to the Philippines, hang up the phone. You're just wasting your time. They're not going to help you, and they don't have the juice to help you. These are low echelon people that are paid to answer calls in volume. There's a good analogy I'd love to use right now, but it's a little on the vulgar side, so I'm going to let it slip by. Asking for a supervisor doesn't work. They'll put you on hold forever. More and more, eBay is routing your calls to Utah. I know I've spoken to several customer service reps from Utah, and they were the nicest people, and they helped me. I got no complaint with them whatsoever. Let us now, if I may, talk a little bit about sellers. There are a lot of bad sellers out there, and I really hate to even bring this up, but it's, you know, I saw something the other day on eBay that made me think it was like 2001 again. You know, the early days of eBay where people did whatever the hell they wanted. I'm wondering why eBay is letting some of this stuff go on. Personally, I don't think eBay condones it. I think they want to clean their act up, but I think that eBay just doesn't quite understand all the facets of all the categories. That's what I think the problem is. I constantly tell you about eBay Motors because that's my predominant category. I'm also big in toys and collectibles and sports memorabilia, and I got a lot to tell you about the sports memorabilia, but I'll get to that later. But with eBay Motors, I really believe the problem is that the people that work for eBay Motors are great on the eBay end. They understand eBay and how it works and their policies, but they don't know anything about vehicles. You know? And I'm not knocking people, because there's a lot of people that don't know how to change a taillight bulb. Everybody's good at different things. When there's something I don't know how to do, I go to an expert. Alright? There's a lot of people that know more than me in various categories. I know nothing about jewelry at all. And to bring back the sports cards and sports memorabilia, I have a friend of mine who's also a YouTuber who makes videos about scammers, Joe MLM, great guy. And he's been doing videos about people that actually make fake autos and fake patches. Fake autograph cards, fake jerseys, fake patches, and sell them on eBay. And he's called them out. He names them. He names the seller. He's doing a great job. He's an expert. He will continue that. I'm sticking with the eBay Motors because I'm an expert on that. Now, as you know, it is against eBay rules to list a choice auction. You know what a choice auction is? It's like if I have 3 different items. Let's, for argument's sake, 3 different hubcaps or 3 different Hess toy trucks. The price is, buy it now, $50. You get your choice of any one you want. That's against eBay rules. You can't do that. You can list a quantity auction. If you have 5 Hess toy trucks or 5 hubcaps, you can do that. And list 3 different auctions, quantity auctions, but you can't list choice auctions. Also against eBay rules, duplicate auctions. You cannot do that. For instance, if you have 50 Hess toy trucks that are the same and 50 Toyota hubcaps that are the same, you can list one quantity auction. For instance, brand new Hess toy truck in box, $27.50, free shipping, and quantity available 50, and you get to choose how many you want. That's perfectly allowable and reasonable by eBay rules, and it's great. Shortly, we're going to cut away to some screenshots that I prepared for you. I have found one eBay seller in eBay Motors that is violating so many rules that it boggles my head that he's allowed to continue. He is spamming eBay Motors with all his crap. And he's got duplicate after duplicate item listed. Instead of quantity listings like I just explained to you, he has separate listings, the same item, and I'm going to scroll through the pages in front of you so you're going to see this. That's violation 1. In the same exact listing, the same seller is using Hollander's pictures. Illegally obtained. The way they're getting them is Hollander sells a book like I have showed you a few weeks ago. They also sell a CD. The CD is for personal use only in your shop or on your home computer. You are not allowed to spread it over the internet, and it says so. He's doing that as well. If you check his feedback, which I'll be showing you when we cut away later, people are disappointed because they're not getting the item in the picture, they're getting a substandard item. You can't do it. And it really strikes a chord with me because he's selling the same stuff I do, and it makes all eBay Motors sellers look unscrupulous, and we're not. We're not. I've always used my own pictures. Nobody can ever fault me for that. All right? This business with using pictures of more than one item when you're only getting one item is another big scam that's going on. It's going on in eBay Motors, but it's also going on in other categories, which I'll be showing you shortly. But if I may, to use an eBay Motors example, let's say I have, you know what? I have an example on the screenshot. I fell for this one myself, so I'll tell it to you. Last week, I came across an auction. And when you come across an auction on your on your smartphone or on your laptop, as you know, you see the picture on the left side. And then on the right side over is the title. And you don't get to see everything sometimes. This guy has a picture of 8 Chevy SS hubcaps. And it says right there, Chevy SS hubcaps. And the price was $35. So I'm thinking, yay, wow, what a super deal. 8 pictured. When I clicked on the auction, I start reading, it says, you're only getting 4 for the $35. Now, that's not an unreasonable price, but my complaint is, can you tell me why in God's name, if the auction is for 4, he would have a picture of 8? Can you, just give me one reason. All you have to do is take a picture of 4 items and there, listed 4 items. This is going on way too much on eBay. Later I'm going to show you an example of sheet music. One of my subscribers found this and sent it to me. And it clearly says, lot of sheet music. You think you're getting the whole mess, you're only getting 1. eBay really needs to tighten up the reins, and here's my idea. I think by myself and with your help, by all of us working together with eBay, we can clean up the scammer sellers and scammer bidders. Okay? And the way I propose to do this is by getting information, like I'm going to present to you now, and if you guys come across these cases, you present it in your comments below. And I'll be more than happy to include it in next week's video. eBay wants to keep their sites safe. I believe they do. Okay? So if we work together, you, me, eBay, and get rid of these scammers, the vermin, everybody wins. The buyers will be happy because they're not going to get ripped off. The sellers will be happy because it'll be a fair marketplace, fair competition, and eBay will be happy because nobody will. Okay guys, this is what I was talking about a few minutes ago. Take a look at all these Chevy Malibu hubcaps, all exactly the same. Now you're probably thinking that a lot of different sellers are offering the same hubcap by coincidence. You would be entirely incorrect. This is one seller spamming eBay Motors, and he's been doing it for months. Look at this. There are 85 listings for the same Chevrolet Malibu hubcap. You are looking at ironclad proof in front of you. Also, you'll notice that he's got Hollander's pictures uploaded on every auction. The descriptions are exactly the same. The pictures are exactly the same. It is unprecedented. This is the worst case of spamming I have come across. What's weird is he's using the same pictures, same descriptions for every item. However, in some cases, the prices vary. Can you believe it? For instance, look right here. Can you tell me what's different here between these two hubcaps? Look at this one. All right, look at the price. Look at that. Look at that one. Now let's talk about people who are selling one item but have a picture of more than one. Look at this seller that's selling $5 bills. Look at the picture carefully. Every one of those $5 bills is different. So you would think you're getting all those $5 bills even though the price is kind of unrealistic. This is what one of my subscribers sent me. This is definitely wrong. One $5 bill should be pictured and the rest should be listed separately. This again is openly in violation of eBay rules. Now look at this mess right here. Build your own. Then it clearly says lot. Piano sheet music. Lot means group. You would think you're getting all those magazines. All right? Now if you look carefully, they're listing it as a quantity listing, which is legal. However, they have to be all the same item, and you can clearly see all these magazines are different. They're all totally different sheet music. So it's not done correctly and it's misleading. I'm not saying the person's trying to be misleading. Now let's look at my example that I found. I see 8 Chevy hubcaps in a picture. However, when you click on it, you can see that it says set of 4. Again, this is misleading. There's no reason why he's got to have 8 hubcaps pictured when the listing is for a set of 4. You're supposed to have 4 pictured. I don't think I'm being a nitpicker. There's a lot of people that don't read before bidding. They just look at the pretty pictures, and I've been a victim of that. I'm just trying to make a point here, guys. Am I right or am I wrong? Okay, guys. I hope those explanations and those exact auctions were helpful to you in determining what is and what's not allowed on eBay. That guy who was spamming the whole page that I scroll through, you saw it. That Chevy hubcap, that same Chevy hubcap, pages and pages, that is wrong. It's cluttering up eBay and it's against their rules, and the fact that they're letting it go on shows that they're not paying attention. Once again, eBay Motors, come on guys, help me out here, I'm working with you. Alright? All that clown needs to do is list one auction for that Chevy hubcap in a quantity. If he's got 50, fine. He could say, I have Chevy hubcaps for sale, you can buy anywhere from 1 to 50. The person with the sheet music, you can't lay out a spread like that and say you get to pick. Of all the nerve. You have to list them one at a time, unless you have a quantity of the same listing. Then you can list quantity 10, quantity 20. I don't think I'm being unreasonable here, guys. Do you? How many times have you typed in what you want to look for on eBay and get this pages and pages of the same seller spamming eBay? It's happening to me a lot. And I get so disgusted, I just stop looking. Means I'm buying less, eBay's making less commission. Message to eBay. Please work with me. Stop letting these people spam. Alright? Please. Remember one thing, guys. I'm Crazy New York Driver and you're not. Thanks for watching. I want to hear from you. Comments below. Anything. Open field. Okay? But please make it topical about eBay. 2013 is the year, I think 2013 is the year. Let's keep it clean. Get rid of the spammers, the scammers, and the bums. Bye.